Going into Cars Adventure Season 19, I didn't really know that I wanted too much of a tuner-related plot. I knew I was going to have the characters telling scary stories, and I knew that they were going to be trying to find the tuners after their boat crashed and they were saved by Finn in Season 18, but I didn't realize I was going to make the plot so heavily revolving around the tuners. My plan was just to have them appear in a few episodes. What I did want to do from the beginning, I know, was take away the oil from them and basically give them a new challenge by getting rid of their oil. And while I thought of it, I hadn't used a tuner's set here in a long time, and it was starting to break accidentally. This is just kind of sitting in the corner of the room where I filmed, so I didn't quite know what to do. And that's when I had the idea. I needed to give the tuners their biggest challenge yet. They would be stranded, Boost would start freaking out, and of course through Boost's nightmare, I wanted to do that episode just to foreshadow Redline and tie in with Redline, but in the end, Boost's nightmare really helped me out with making the rest of the season. After I filmed Boost's nightmare, I realized that I could be doing a whole lot more with Boost here. And I decided for Halloween to bring back Kabuto and bring back the evil tuners who had been in jail for months. And here I was wanting to bring back an old threat, and that's when I realized my tuner set's destroyed. My original goal was to have the tuners come home and have their oil stolen from them, but I then changed it so that their whole home would be destroyed. And Boost, who was freaking out seeing Kabuto, would really not have the best reaction. And coming up with this whole seeing Kabuto plot, I didn't really know what to do about it. I wanted to do it, but I had to think to myself, how is this going to end? And then I remembered the whole idea of the tuners actually having chips inside of them that just gave them the horrible ability to be tracked down by the evil tuners or follow commands or whatever. So I realized that what if Boost's chip wasn't completely removed and the evil tuners or something were manipulating him through it? And I didn't go with the evil tuners doing it. I just went with the chip was messing up and combining with Boost's fears, and it really didn't work out too well for him. And that combined with the destruction of their home, which I decided to do again after I saw how destroyed the tuner house set was, I felt like it would really all work well together for a thrilling near-season finale. The tuner episodes are some of my favorites to make, and I always like giving them new challenges. For the past few seasons, they've really been facing some difficult stuff, like, for example, them getting a lot of money. They thought it would be good, but here they were, their boat for the cruise they were going on crashed. They were stranded. I thought that that was probably my best tuner story arc yet, but then this one came along. And in just a couple episodes, I really liked how this one turned out. It's probably one of my favorite episodes I've done. One of my favorite little story arcs was the whole thing with the tuners coming home, realizing it's destroyed, Boost learning the truth about Kabuto, and then them realizing that they have to go, that it's the best for them. You see, all of Season 18 took place in September. And Season 19's very beginning, the whole thing about telling the scary stories all takes place over the course of one day. Even though it took weeks to make all those episodes, that all takes place over the course of a couple of hours. In fact, all of it does. Even the tuners coming home, that episode takes place the next day. Then Boost learning the truth about Kabuto, takes place that same day. So really everything had taken place over the course of 2 days, those 2 days being at the very beginning of October. And so I felt like that would be the perfect place to place a time jump. Although I didn't really speak about it that much, or really mention it, you could really see in the Saying Goodbye episode how many more Redline references there are. So I made it so that in between the Seeing Things episode and Saying Goodbye, McQueen's team, Redline, and Redline Part 2 took place. And the Tuners now didn't know what to do. They didn't want another threat. They didn't want to deal with any of this. So they all left feeling it was best for them. But now, to make the final arc of the season closer to Halloween, I had to do something that I wasn't really quite sure about. I had to decide how long to make it in between the Tuners leaving and McQueen and Mater deciding what to do with the new area. And I decided 2 weeks would be good, saying that McQueen's team and Redline Part 2 take place over the course of a week or two. While all the horrible Redline stuff was going on, this place became overgrown, and by the time that McQueen and Mater decide to do something about it, Storm is organizing his Halloween party, and everything crazy is going on. So I felt like it would really work out lining up the timeline with Redline and with the Halloween season. And that is one of the main reasons why Radiator Springs, I don't want to say anything else, but that's one of the main reasons why Radiator Springs doesn't appear in Season 19, because it takes place during the events of Redline, in Redline Part 2. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching. I just wanted to share how I felt about this whole Tuner story. I personally liked it. And trust me, guys, the Tuners still have a whole lot left in them. There are a whole lot more stories. I'm excited to tell about them. See you guys next time. Bye now.